it's good that we are setting some more records, but it was also good to see that we bounced back, didn't let that other loss hurt us. It was a wake-up call for us, but they responded, and we got the results we wanted today.
Questions?
How important was it to get the house in order now, considering that your next 3 games are the ones that are gonna really probably tell you a lot of things?
Yeah, well, one of the things, obviously we watched film, saw what we did and didn't do, and then they were relentless and came back. And, we put it to the side and they didn't worry about that, and we just said that we're gonna move forward. So we didn't hang our heads a little bit. Well, of course we did for a day, but, they got it back.
Kendall, 3 games now into your season. How are you feeling? How's the knee?
Feeling great, still getting into it, but love playing with my team. They're really supportive, so.
I mean, last time you were playing, you were obviously, I think Richardson playing a major role. What's the adjustment like, coming off the bench, kind of getting that 12 to 15 minutes? How does that change your mindset?
I think it's better. I don't have to do it all on my own. I have a lot of teammates that I can count on. So, and also the bench, we can rotate in and out and try to stay consistent.
Tiarra, Coach mentioned all off-season about how important it was that you gained your confidence over the off-season. After last game, performed not maybe how you would have hoped, and then today you bounced back. I mean, how are you feeling, and how's that confidence helped you so far this season?
It has helped me a lot. I know, like, in the past, like, I've not been very confident in myself, but Coach Rich tells me every day, like, just be you and be confident in yourself, like, be the best player, like, because you are. So I just take that with me every game, every practice.
Coach, while shots weren't falling in the first couple of minutes, just the energy was just so infectious. Can you just talk about your guys' start to the game, even though offensively wasn't there, just the energy was there?
Yeah, we set out, that we were going to be positive the whole entire time. And even though the shots weren't falling, I knew they were confident in taking the shots. And that's the biggest thing we want to do, is make sure they're confident and not get down when the shots don't fall. And we saw that. They were resilient. They bounced back. They didn't, stop shooting. So that was good.
Early in the game too, Coach, when there was a lot of rebounds to be had both ways, how important was it for you to get the boards that you did?
Yeah, we had a lot of second chance points. We had 23 second chance points, which we were crashing offensive boards. And even though the shots weren't falling, we were getting rebounds and getting second chances at that, and having that mentality that we're not going to stop. And that's what we've been working on this week, is not stopping, continuing to play for 30 seconds on the shot clock. And we did that today with all of these offensive rebounds. 22 offensive rebounds and 23 second chance points made a big difference in our game.
With Inez, what makes her such a great, rim protector for you guys?
Well, she's got great timing. And, she's worked on some things since last year. Last year, she was in foul trouble quite a bit. But she's got timing, and she's a shot blocker, and she's a rebounder. And this year, we're pleased that, she's showing her hands and not getting called for fouls.
Kind of going off of that, she's also just such a monster, like, on the boards, especially in the offensive end. She extends a lot of possessions. Like, where do you think she's kind of developed in that respect, too?
Well, she came into this year saying that she had to do more. And she has really buckled down and got her timing together and everything. And she knows that we depend on her to get rebounds, and so she's put in the extra work.
Coach, what do you speak to the overall just development of just the rebounding and just being able to crash the boards compared to last year?
Yeah, somebody told me that 48 rebounds was a lot compared to what we did last year, and that's true. 48 rebounds is what we want to consistently do, and last year we didn't do that because we didn't have a very deep post presence and on the board. So this year we've got some pieces, and we're rebounding the ball well.
Diane, you obviously got to play against, or coach against Kendall when she was at Richardson. Are you starting to see the player that you coached against now kind of coming back to the court?
Yeah, absolutely, and she was scary when we played against her. And we see that now, and she's very efficient with her minutes. Even though she's not playing the minutes that she's used to, she's been very efficient. And you can see her stats, she's efficient with what she does on the floor, and that comes from her basketball IQ.
I mean, I know you have a lot of depth at guard, but as she kind of continues to getting back to full health, is the expectation that those minutes and the role?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. So we're starting, she's showing a lot more. from the beginning of the season where she was on minute restrictions, and she's showing a lot more, and she's more confident in her knee as well.
Coach,
Kendall, your jumper, you get up there on that shot. Was that, I mean, when you've got a knee that you're recovering from, was that something to get used to like have to take a full jumper again, or was that?
Yeah, kind of, but I mean, I'm starting to really feel like myself again, so it just comes naturally.
Coach, what have you seen from Jalissa these last 2 games? Kind of struggled with foul trouble and not having the same performance that she did on the first game.
Well, the thing is, the fouls that they're calling are calling her for illegal screens.
Yeah.
And so I asked one of the referees to please explain that to her. FIBA rules are a little bit different. She's used to playing internationally. So we're gonna work on that and get the refs to be able to tell her exactly what she's doing and how they're, how they are describing what she's doing wrong. So I think it's, their discretion. So we've just gotta find out what's right and what's wrong for her.
And how is she kind of dealing with that, like that development and the difference there? And she seemed, there was at one point she got a little frustrated and really confused at one of them. How is she kind of dealing with it?
Yeah, the thing about her is she's very, very coachable. And so when you point things out to her and she understands it, she makes the adjustment. Today I didn't understand the calls either. And so I asked the referee, can we please tell her exactly what it is that they see? Because, I didn't see moving screens, but, it's their call. So I'm sure she's gonna clean it up because she's really, really coachable.
T, what did you see on defense that allowed you to get your career high in steals?
Every day in practice we talk about pressuring the ball and like just playing the pass. So when we put a lot of pressure on the pass, and I just see the next pass coming, I just go and get it.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, you all.